Okay, now I'm making pork roast. So I'm putting little slits in and putting some garlic inside. See? Take a look. Just put a little hole. Don't go like keep pushing down because real accidents can happen. Make it a little deep. Make it a little bit nicer. Stick a piece of garlic inside and shove it in. And if sometimes it can't go in, no matter how much you try, that's alright, because sometimes the top of it can have some flavor. Sometimes you can't help it. Now we're going to keep making little slits like that. Okay, so make sure it can fit in there. And there. Now, sometimes you just gotta be really careful. If you don't want to touch the meat, then you can't cook it. Because I really didn't like touching the meat at first. See, look, that doesn't fit. Now we have to try to make it deeper. Like, sometimes you can just reach all the way to the bottom. Won't like hurt the meat. But usually what you do, you just put all the holes at once and then fill the garlic, but just to make it quicker, I just put the hole and then put the garlic and then just do it over and over again. It'll take a little while, so you might want to take a break. Alright, so we're done putting the garlic inside the holes in the meat. Now what we're going to do is, after that we wash our hands, which I already did. Now we're going to pour the olive oil with one hand and then rub it on there with another hand. There. Now see, one hand's dry. Okay, so now we're going to season the meat after we've oiled it. Put it all over the meat. The whole entire piece of meat needs to be all salted. Look, now it's all salted. And now guess what we do? We take the pepper. We grind it over. We put it all over it. Okay, maybe that's enough. And now we have seasoned it and everything. Now what we're going to do is put it in the oven. Okay, first put your sleeves down. Put the oven mitts. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open the oven. Now remember not to stick your face in it. Okay, that's all ready. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring the pork roast and put it in the oven. Make sure to stick it in there. Good. Now we close the oven and let it cook. Now we gotta set the timer. Now, time. Set it to exactly 2 minutes. Okay? Alright, so now we put it in the oven. Here, I want to show you the dials. So it has to set for 2 hours. And so then what we do is we had to set it to bake. And then when it's preheating, we have to set it to 150 degrees. I mean 350. Meanwhile, we gotta clean up. Okay, so now while it's in the oven cooking, now we have to clean up. And now while that thing's cooking, now what we're gonna do is make the roasted potatoes. Okay, so we hold it like this. I'm just taking a small potato because I have smaller hands. So, do that. Try to hold it over the bag though, because then you can just throw it away. See? See? See, I already kind of peeled this one a little. My assistant helped me a little bit. Look at how white that is. See, that's what you want. But sometimes it's not good to peel potato because sometimes the skin has a little bit more flavor too. See ya. We'll see ya in a second. Ready. Okay, so I cut a couple potatoes over here. So now I'm going to show you how I cut these other potatoes. Now, first let's take the biggest one. Okay, now instead of cutting it like this and putting so much force, you use both the length and putting your hand here and this hand here. So you lay it there. Now, sometimes if it sticks to the knife, you hold the potatoes and you just slip the knife out. It's alright. Sometimes we can make mistakes, so it's alright. Okay, so, gosh, I'm so confused. Okay, now we cut them like this. Usually I kind of did it wrong this time, but that's alright. Hey, we make mistakes, right? Now, we got it in quarters. Shove that off to the side. Now, well, let's do it like this. Use both hands. Pull the potatoes, slide it away. And now, see it's together. Cut in quarters again. Slide it away. Oops. And now, we shove them all over here. Now we do that with the other potatoes. I'm going to show you 2 more times. Okay, now just so you know, don't hold it like this. Because when you hold it like this or like this, that's the chef way how to do it. And I like using the chef way. So, let's do it again. Slide the knife away. Okay, now let's use one more for an example. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we do the same thing over. Slide it away. Okay, so what we actually do, when you cut it first, you put it down, do it long way. Do it like that, lengthwise. Turn it around like that, cut it in quarters. We take it apart, shove it to the other pile. Now we do the same thing with this one. And now we'll see you later in 1 sec. Okay, so now since the roast has been cooking, now we're gonna put the potatoes in. Come here. Okay, so I had to call my assistant in to help me, and because the oven was way too hot. So I need some help. Take a look. Look at that nice pork roast. Look at that. What a beauty, isn't it? So now we're going to put the potatoes in, but we have to do it very carefully. 1, 2. Okay, so back to the oven with you, mister. Man, don't you love the looks of that? Now, let it cook again. Okay, so now our pork roast has been cooking so much. Do you smell that? That is the smell of great pork roast. Now, if only we can get this out. Okay, so this pork roast is like the best. I already took a little sample of it, and it tasted great. Yeah, and thank you for entering the Tihana show. And don't be dumb. Pasoka nini horonya ye